On July 30th, 2020, as part of the Mars 2020 mission, NASA launched the brand new rover Perseverance into space on a mission to Mars. And 203 days later, on February 18th, 2021, it touched down on the Martian surface where it sent back this photo to show it had successfully made the landing. But before we get into the Mars 2020 mission and the goals for this new rover, let's take a look back at its predecessors and look at the amazing things these other rovers were able to conquer and achieve on previous Mars missions, and show how even Perseverance will have some big shoes to fill. On December 4th, 1996, the Mars Pathfinder was launched from Earth and would land on Mars the following year, on July 4th, 1997. Its main mission objectives were to prove that the development of faster, better, and cheaper spacecraft was possible. With just 3 years for development and a cost under $150 million for the lander and $25 million for the rover, to show that it was possible to send a load of scientific instruments to another planet with a simple system and at 1/15 the cost of a Viking mission. For comparison, the Viking missions would cost $935 million in 1974, or $3.5 billion when inflated to 1997 dollars. The day after the initial landing of the Pathfinder, a small 25-pound microwave-sized rover named Sojourner would maneuver off the Pathfinder lander and become the first vehicle to ever drive on the Martian surface. Its mission was planned for just 7 sols, with a possible extension to 30, but it would end up exceeding this by staying active for 83 sols and would collect more than 287 gigabytes of data and take over 16,000 photographs. And the success of this mission would open the doors for the planned rover missions of the future. The second time NASA would send a rover to Mars would be for the first Mars exploration program. And on June 10th, 2003, Spirit, the first of 2 rovers that would be making the trip, was launched on a Delta II rocket and sent off on its journey to Mars. Around 3 weeks later, on July 7th, 2003, the Opportunity rover would launch from the same platform at Cape Canaveral in Florida. Roughly 7 months later, on January 4th, 2004, the first of the 2 rovers would touch down successfully and land within the Gusev impact crater. And just a few weeks later, on January 25th, the second of the 2 rovers would make its landing in the Meridiani Planum, on the opposite side of the red planet. The main mission objectives for these rovers was to search for and characterize a variety of rocks and soils that hold clues to past water activity. In particular, samples sought include those that have minerals deposited by water-related processes, such as precipitation, evaporation, sedimentary cementation, or hydrothermal activity. Spirit, the first of the 2 rovers to land, would complete its 90-sol mission aided by cleaning events that resulted in more energy from its solar panels. Spirit went on to function effectively over 20 times longer than NASA planners expected. It also logged 4.8 miles of driving instead of the planned 600 meters, allowing for more extensive geological analysis of Martian rocks and planetary surface features. On May 1st, 2009, 5 years, 3 months, and 27 days after landing, more than 21 times the planned mission duration, during its 5th mission extension, Spirit became stuck in soft soil. After nearly 9 months of attempts to get the rover back on track, including using test rovers on Earth, NASA announced on January 6, 2010, that the Spirit was being retasked as a stationary science platform. The Jet Propulsion Laboratory would eventually lose contact with Spirit after last hearing from the rover on March 22, 2010, and continued attempts to regain communications lasted until May 25, 2011, bringing the elapsed mission time to 6 years, 2 months, and 19 days, or over 25 times the original planned mission duration. On the other side of the planet, the Opportunity rover would make its landing on January 25, 2005. The Opportunity rover was able to greatly outlast its original 90-sol mission and was able to stay operational for 5,111 sols after landing, maintaining its power and key systems through continual recharging of its batteries using solar power and hibernating during events such as dust storms to save power. This careful operation allowed Opportunity to operate for 57 times its designed lifespan, exceeding the initial plan by 14 years, 46 days. By June 10, 2018, when it last contacted NASA, the rover had traveled a distance of 28.06 miles. Mission highlights included the initial 90-sol mission, finding extramartian meteorites such as heat shield rock, and over 2 years of exploring and studying Victoria Crater. The rover survived moderate dust storms and in 2011 would eventually reach the Endeavour crater. The Opportunity mission is considered one of NASA's most successful ventures, but due to the planetary 2018 dust storm on Mars, Opportunity ceased communications on June 10th and entered hibernation on June 12th, 2018. It was hoped it would reboot once the weather cleared, but it did not, suggesting either a catastrophic failure or that a layer of dust had covered its solar panels. NASA hoped to re-establish contact with the rover, citing a windy period that could potentially clean off its solar panels. But on February 13, 2019, NASA officials declared that the Opportunity mission was complete, after the craft had failed to respond to over 1,000 signals that had been sent since August 2018. On August 6, 2012, 6 years before the Opportunity rover would end its mission, NASA would land the car-sized Curiosity rover on Aeolus Palus inside Gale Crater on Mars. Unlike previous Mars rovers that became active only after the successful entry, descent, and landing on the Martian surface, Curiosity would be active when it touched down on the surface of Mars, employing the rover suspension system for the final setdown. The rover's goals would include an investigation of the Martian climate and geology, assessment of whether the selected field site inside Gale Crater has ever offered environmental conditions favorable for microbial life, including investigating the role of water, and planetary habitability studies. The mission results will help NASA prepare for future human exploration. In December of 2012, Curiosity's 2-year mission was extended indefinitely, and on August 5, 2017, NASA celebrated the 5th anniversary of the Curiosity rover landing. The rover is still operational as of today, and Curiosity has been on Mars for 3,041 sols since its landing in 2011. Curiosity's rover design serves as the basis for the current NASA 2021 Perseverance mission, which carries a different set of scientific instruments than Curiosity. Perseverance, nicknamed Percy, is a Mars rover designed to explore the Jezero crater on Mars as part of NASA's Mars 2020 mission. It was manufactured by the Jet Propulsion Laboratory and launched on July 30, 2020. Confirmation that the rover successfully landed on Mars was received on the evening of February 18, 2021. Perseverance has a similar design to its predecessor rover Curiosity, from which it was moderately upgraded. It carries 7 primary payload instruments, 19 cameras, and 2 microphones. The rover is also carrying the mini helicopter Ingenuity, an experimental aircraft that will attempt the first powered flight on another planet. The rover's goals include looking for past Martian environments capable of supporting life, seeking out possible microbial life in those environments, collecting rock and soil samples to store on the Martian surface, and testing oxygen production from the Martian atmosphere to prepare for future manned missions. With Curiosity, Perseverance, and the Ingenuity drone now active on Mars, it marks a giant leap forward for humanity in our goal to start colonizing our solar system and maybe one day, even further. And if you're watching this video, I'm sure you're as excited as I am to see the future discoveries that these rovers may uncover, and anticipate the day when humans will first step foot on the alien red planet. As always, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, hit that thumbs up, and if you want to see more videos like this in the future, then hit those subscribe and bell icons, and comment below if you have any ideas for future videos you'd like to see. And I'll see you in the next one.